Yeah, guys, I don't know information yet, but this looks pretty cool. It's MDK bus service. I'm not sure if that means anything. I'll walk back in so the audio's better. All right, everybody, welcome into Rescue Team Resell. My name is Rescue James, and this is another video, another day in the life. I have not been using the record player today. I have been using the television because I've been more focused on the back. Other than I just made a sale, so obviously I have to be at the register for that, but yeah, I've been writing down some things. I have my notebook with me today because I want to start making some kind of skits, and so I'm trying to get some ideas for that because I think that will help us get some of the stuff out of here. The biggest thing when it comes to reselling is finding your audience. I've realized, you can find the town, you can't always find the audience, and the audience is going to be harder than finding the town. There you go. But yeah, welcome though, guys. If anybody has any comments, questions, or concerns, make sure you comment down below, like and follow. We're on YouTube. Like and subscribe for more. I'm used to talking to people on Facebook because that is where our most popular area is. So I post on there every day. I post everywhere every day, but it seems like a lot of our clients love to stay on Facebook. So, hey, like I work for KCXW as well. So it's like what David Catton says, man. It's just different flavors of ice cream. Different flavors of ice cream. So far I've had 2 sales. One of them being a multiple things. I sold an all-in-motion backpack. Not the one we're trying to get rid of, but at least a all-in-motion backpack. We're trying to sell more of the beige, like the computer bags kind of deal, but that has been a little bit harder to sell for some reason. I'm still trying to find a way. If anybody has any advice, please, for the love of reselling, please comment down below some ways we can make it better. Make our sales better on the motionless. Why am I thinking of the band Motionless in White? We're trying to find ways to sell these all-in-motion backpacks. We have them in bulk. We have also in. We also have them in just singles. We have stickers on them. I'll kind of show you some B-roll of that. But anyways, one sold today. I'm going to be selling a pool stick that's over there. That's going to be tomorrow's sale if the lady comes back. But she spent $45 in here. Not a bad start at all. You guys, some people will think, oh, well, that's not a lot. But for the amount that she had, it took some inventory out of here, which means we can replenish, and that means that we can sell more items. We know what's selling, and that's a good sign. And then these 2 teens came in and bought a pop vinyl, which was really cool. I actually had it listed on Poshmark, so I kind of had to do the responsible thing of delisting, deleting my listing. And it already looks good today. I had somebody message me on Marketplace for a Blackstone 22-inch griddle. Hopefully that person comes by today. I've had some people message me about the 36-inch Blackstones that we usually have, but this week we sold out of until I believe tomorrow or Saturday. So that's going to be good to get those back in. But yeah, not a lot of. We have some cornhole games as well, like those beanbag cornhole games. We have a Dallas Cowboys one and a Florida Gators. 2 teams that people don't like. But hey, that's okay. We have them here. They're not really moving too much, but they also haven't been here for too much long. So just got to find the right audience, like I said before. When it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, very specific people. If you hate the Eagles like the Chiefs do, you might want to get it. But if you're a Chiefs fan, you also might not want to get it because Cowboys, there's not a rivalry there, but there's a tiny bit of history from like way back then. But it just depends on who's actually alive from there. And then you have the Florida Gators. we're still mad at the Florida Gators. I'm still mad as a Mizzou fan. KU sucks. When it comes to being a Mizzou fan, yeah, Florida Gators. I'm not happy with y'all. Not happy. You guys beat us, and that's not okay. But we beat Ohio State. We beat Ohio State, so I'm okay with that. A couple years back, but I don't care. We did it. When everybody was like, Ohio State, they're gonna be definitely winning. It's the greatest team of all time for Ohio State. Whoa. What was his name? Brady. It was Brady something, the quarterback at the time, and Brady Cook. Yeah. Brady Cook. Thank you so much for beating Ohio State. I had a friend at one point who was an Ohio State fan. So, anyways, I'm getting off topic. The main focus of today is really finding your audience. I really want to get into that because we have so many different things in the store, and so many things leave the store so many times. You've already seen it from past videos. We had that big Lego blowout. We had, that was on Saturday. We've had before a Blackstone blowout. I wish I would have been filming at that point, but I mean, this lady literally came and bought three 36-inch Blackstones right from out of, or no, it was two 36 inches and one campground with legs. So that's what's happened. That's what happened before. And we also have had a few times where this one lady came in and started buying from our infant. I call it the infant aisle. I don't know what Ron and Jamie call it. It's like a toy area, but I call it the infant area because we have a toy aisle and then we have an infant aisle with like all the learning tools and all the books and all the, infant toys and all that. So that's my name for it. I like to name my sections just because if I feel more organized that way. And the more organized you get, the more your audience sees it and appreciates it. So I like to lead by that example. Let's see here. See, we have a variety of things, guys. That's what's crazy about this business is the way that we do this, and Ron and I will be able to explain to you guys one day, pretty soon. It's going to be soon, but the way that we do this is we get all these pallets and we sell them. We get rugs, we get furniture, we get cookable items, high-end cookware, Legos, toys, backpacks, a park bench. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet. We have a park bench. So it's really crazy what you can find here at Rescue Team Resale. I think it's insane how we're able to do this, but that's the beauty of this business is you just never know what you're going to find. You never know who is going to walk into that door. You never know who can come in here and buy all your Legos or grab a couple of backpacks, buy a big load of beauty products. We have that. Buy 3 Blackstones, right? Like, it's insane what we're able to do here and the people that you find. I find a lot of people on Marketplace. I find a lot of people on eBay just coming to the store and telling me, hey, I've never known you exist. I'm coming down here more often. I love that because the other thing is we have a street that basically reminds me of like a Zona Rosa. And if anybody is from the Kansas City area that's watching this video right now, Zona Rosa is pretty much an outdoor mall. You kind of walk in this outdoor area, but there's buildings and there's stores all around, and it's literally an outdoor mall. So I like to call this place the Zona Rosa of Pleasant Hill, because First Street is very much the Zona Rosa of Pleasant Hill. We have all kinds of different places, all kinds of different stores. So I'm really excited about today, guys. I'm really excited. I think today is going to be a great day for just for fun. I'm not even worried about, sometimes this is kind of also the way I really handle business is I don't really worry too much if I'm going to get a big amount of sales in one day. I just want to have fun and build the community. Make sure if somebody isn't buying here yet, that's a yet. You know what I mean? Like, I just said yet because someone can walk in here, look around, and not buy a single thing. That's okay. They know our store. They know what to expect when they walk in here again. And hopefully it's a great experience. That's something we look to provide. And they get to say, oh, okay, this is cool stuff. I didn't know this was here. I'll buy it next time. Or I'll see if they have it next time. If not, oh, hey, by the way. The funniest thing I see sometimes is when people come in and I start talking to them. They grab some stuff. Then I start talking to them. And all of a sudden, they see one more thing they didn't see before. And they want to buy it. And it's funny because it's like, oh, I didn't see that there. Okay, I actually need that. Oh, and this price? Sold. It helps. It helps with sales. It helps with customer satisfaction. I'm building a rapport with the customer, and it's awesome. I love it. I can't believe how much stuff we have, guys. I call this place Disneyland for a reason. It really is. It really is. But, all right. Enough of me yapping. Enough of me talking. I'm going to do some shipping and some listing, and you guys get to be part of that. And hopefully you guys get to see more customer interactions. I'm going to do what I did Saturday, see if I can get some film and go from there, because that seems to have been a really good kind of like B-roll look. So let's do it. Okay guys, I had to do the handheld version because this looks pretty cool. I heard a rumor that this tour bus out here, but I'm not sure. There's some people filming out here. I wonder what it's for, but I don't want to bother anybody. But I think this is like a Gordon Ramsay truck. I'm seeing all kinds of people walking around, and there's some people who has cars with like different state license plates. I heard that the Big Creek Diner is supposed to see like there might be an episode for Gordon Ramsay to help this place out. So makes me wonder for sure. Oh yeah, dude, that's cool. I'm going to ask around and see what's going on. All right, everybody, we are here at the, what do we call this place? Let's call it the Rescue Studio for now. We got some fun stuff here today. So when it comes to eBay sales, we have some, funny enough, I actually listed this yesterday. Already sold like last night. It already sold within a couple of hours. So I think that was a very fun thing to see. This thing is very nice. Don't worry, I won't break it. It's very durable. But let's go ahead and start with the shipping. So again, using bubble wrap bags for this. But I mean, this thing really doesn't need any extra bubble wrap just because of the material. It's just not necessary. Here we go. Of course, you're probably hearing all kinds of from the bags. There they are. Just like so. Make it as flat as possible, just like so. All right, and then this is, I'm gonna write this stuff down because I know I'm going to forget. Let's see here. This was called, it's like a 100 something. Don't worry, I'll find it. Okay, so I'm looking through the emails. That's why it's taking a little bit longer. This is the Super Stroke Comfort Grip. So, what do I call this thing? I'll just make it simple. I'll say golf. Super Stroke. There we go. I want to write down my stuff because the printer is over there, and also I just don't feel like filming, which is ironic enough. I don't feel like filming the labels. I don't want to edit that anymore, but I will at some point when it's necessary, but I'd rather not film it at all. So got a nice, it's like a medication pill holder, whatever it's called. It's a, let's see, where did it go? Nope, that is, there we go. See, waterproof pill box. That's what it's called. It's a pill box bottle. So it's meant to kind of hold your medications. And it's like an on-the-go kind of thing. So it was listed with like new condition. It had a little bit of like prior use, but nothing that was concerning. It was clean, so it is very safe to ship, very safe to sell. And so we sold it on eBay for $10.99. Not too bad. I kind of wrapped it up like that, and on it goes. There we go. I knew it was a perfect fit. There we go. All the way down. And then I'll just kind of give it some wiggle room. That's where the label will go, right here. Flip it around, make it all tight. Best thing for it is to make it all tight. Make sure nothing can be rattled around, nothing can be, I don't hear the product at all. Tight. Very good. Where did my Sharpie go? Sharpie! My Sharpie left me. Alright. Oh, there it is. It was hiding with the next product. Alright. This is actually a strategy I found working at another job before this, writing down the product's name. We would have numbers with our products. So before this job, I was at a different job that required shipping, and it was where we had numbers instead of like just writing out because we had more sales and we had stuff that was in bulk shipping. So we're doing things that way. Here's a screen protector, same deal, bubble wrap, so I'm not worried about any damage. I'm not worried about any like movement in there. There really won't be any. Make it tight. Good. But that's where I learned that strategy from, making sure that I can keep track before the shipping label is done. Because sometimes it's just so much quicker if you can do the bagging, bag, label, make sure you're labeling. So bag, label, well, bag, right, bag, right. Sometimes if you're away from your computer or if you're not, it can be helpful. It can either be a curse or it can be helpful. For me, it's been very helpful. So it just depends on how you, it just depends on how you, you want to do it. Okay. Screen protector. And then this thing here. This thing is a hose. It is a, let's see, a super, nope. What was this one again? There's a specific name, that's why I'm like, what was this again? No, it's like a hose extender. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. There it is. An Uxel. Yeah, an Uxel. It is a hose tube, high pressure braided clear thing. All right, cool. There it goes. So same deal. It's not going to be hurtful, and it has the perfect amount of room. The bubble wrap is provided with the stuff already, so I can just kind of bag it up like that. There we go. So tube. I shouldn't call it a hose. It's a tube, hose tube, but a hose tube. All right, sounds good. So we have 4 items here. There's the other 2. So that's really good. That's really good for sales. We would like more sales. We've had more sales in the past. I went from being, so because of the summer slowdown, I went from having like 5 items to ship a day, or excuse me, it would be a range of like 3 to 7. And I'm not kidding. It would be that much. Like 3 to 7 amount of items sold a day, and it would be a lot. It really would be a lot. So I would have that going on, but I would be able to ship like that much items a day and have this whole big box and whatever. But now it's a little bit more difficult because I only have like 1 to 4. So the summer slowdown has been a little bit of a doozy. I remember one day we had like 16, which was great. That was amazing for sales. That was not hard at all to do. I mean, I'd love to do to where we have way more sales a day. Really, I would love that, but what are you gonna do, man? But yeah, let's get on with the next part of the day, and I'm going to be shipping this stuff with the shipping labels, obviously, and then we'll see if we have any sales. Yeah. Now I'm in filming mode. All right, we're getting a fishing pole in?
Yeah.
Sweet, love that. Great deal on it too.
A lot cheaper than the ones at Walmart.
Right. Oh, dude, yeah. Walmart, they are like,
Expensive.
yeah. They are very pricey, crazy.
Yeah, pretty much.
I actually wonder if we might have gotten this one from Walmart. I mean, we get stuff from all kinds of different places.
Tanya.
How much is it?
$9.81.
You sure I have all of them on there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Good stuff there. Good stuff there. All right, $10 on a 9.81. Cool. Bam.
You'll be fine.
And then 10. You only got 10. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now I'm doing it. There we go.
Thank you, baby.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks, guys.
You're welcome, honey. Real mad.
I'm going to trick you. Taking all these dogs on his car.
All right, so another situation where I wasn't trying to really film the customer, but if I can get the tripod right, there we go. I wasn't really trying to film the customer just because sometimes people don't want to be on film, so figured I would take that into account for just comfortability, you know. Some people don't like to be filmed. I like to be filmed. That's why I'm on camera. So what just happened is they bought a fishing pole for $8.90. What was it? I think it was like $8.99. Yep, $8.99 on our price. And it was one of those like really good branded ones. It was a Shakespeare. Cool, Shakespeare fishing pole. So just stuff like that you can find here, and some people will just find the little things here. So just finding the crowd. We found a fishing crowd, so that's good. And then we also have other items as well that we get that are fishing related. Like there's a few things for like bait, not literally bait, but like, you know, like plastic bait or not plastic. I would say the material. It's not plastic, but it's a safe material. I know that, just manufacturing stuff. But yeah, we got a sale right there. You guys got to see one of the sales we have for today. Not our best sale, obviously. I mean, $981 ended up being the total because of Pleasant Hill tax. But we've had 4 sales today. It's not bad for a Thursday. Thursday is usually our slump days, which is weird to me because everybody else is open now. But sometimes that happens. It just happens sometimes. So take the good with the bad. I've kind of calculated that our worst days are usually between Tuesday and Thursdays. But Tuesdays have been they've actually been good days. So I'd say Wednesday and Thursdays are usually our worst days here in the store. But that gives me a lot of time to list items. It gives me a lot of time to, you know, if anything needs to be rearranged, if anything needs to be filmed for content like this, I will take that time to do so. So that is your update for now, and we will be back after a short commercial break.
Baby, you're a rainbow worth. Come on, make the closets burst. Make them scream, oh my girl. Shine, queen, shine. You're gonna break those chains tonight. Lighting up the sky so bright. Wave your flag with all your might. Shine, queen, shine.
Thank you all for joining us for this week's Rescue Team Resell video. It was literally a week long, so really glad you guys got to stop by and see what that looks like. Of course, I didn't really get to film as much as I would have liked to, but sometimes that happens with business. We get so busy, that's what happens. So I'm going to work on doing better about that, but if there's anything you guys have questions about, any concerns or comments at all, we also will take criticism. We also will take advice. We are very open to advice. We are a new business as well. So anybody has any advice, anybody has any questions at all, we are always welcome for all of that. So thank you all for joining us. Hopefully there will be more videos about the shipping station because I want to keep building that, and we will build more on that. So really there's no hope. It's going to happen. Just like a lot of things are going to happen for Rescue Team Resell because we're doers. That's what we do here. We sold a lot of Blackstones this week. Not a lot of traction on eBay, unfortunately, but a lot of sales with the storefront. So we are building very well when it comes to the store. We need to build a little bit better on eBay, but of course the summer slump is hitting us a little bit. So a lot there to kind of figure out. But guys, thank you for tuning in to Rescue Team Resell. My name is Rescue James, and see you next week.